this works. Oh, it works. I believe it works. Not sure. I hope it works. Let's check. Um. 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 Okay. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, cool. Do be working. And it appears to be working correctly. Oh boy. Eh. Eh. Should probably open up my stream manager chat. Oh, ow. Hurt. We're gonna turn that down, turn that down. Stream performance has to stay up. Alright, what am I gonna do this stream? Probably a lot of stuff, or nothing. Whichever happens. Either could happen. First thing to note is I somehow, even though I haven't streamed over the course of like 2 months, I somehow have managed to gain like followers, or 2 or 3 followers, which is weird. Probably because of my VODs channel. But yeah. This is News Farm. Hi Jaya. This is just a random stream. I haven't done that in like, I haven't been mining to your casino in like 2 months or something like that. And it's probably more like a month. Mainly because I haven't been on the server as much, and also kind of got bored of it, and also kind of lost its purpose because now instead of having to get 10,000 diamonds to buy my head back, I'm just gonna get it back for painful amounts of redstone work. But I don't know. The redstone work is more worth it because I'll probably stay on the SMP more. Oh, that's fine. I literally have a business for redstone, so I'd be happy to help. Because I've mainly been helping debug redstone for the most part. That's about it. That's mostly what I've done. I'm not gonna spend that much at the casino. I say this, and probably not gonna have much money when the casino comes around. What's my balance right now? 6. You see, the problem is I know casinos are meant to steal your money. And that's exactly what you're basically gonna do. Yes, there's the incentive that you could possibly get stuff. Is it that worth it? No. Die. Ah. Hello. Zeester. Zester. Z. Person who sold my head. Have a good night, Jaya. To be honest, I didn't really plan anything to stream. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stream since I haven't done it in forever. Hopefully, I can I don't know. I'm planning on trying to stream more often and work on making content. Because there is that unknown SMP Choof started. I think Choof and some others. I kind of want to be on that. And I mean, technically I could be on it right now. I just have to stream whenever I'm on, basically. At a minimum. But I also just, if I were on it, I'd probably want. No, not probably. I would want to make content for it too, actual videos. So at some point, once I'm like done, applying to colleges and other stuff, and so many other things in my day-to-day life, I'll figure out how to edit videos and then slowly work away at the immense amount of video just sitting on my laptop's hard drive, so then I actually have space in like the hard drive to do stuff. What am I doing here? This was where I logged off. I'm not like doxing you, I'm just running around. Yeah. Damn. So the plan is to work on figuring out how to make videos, and then hopefully by like whenever, either sometime within the next few months or whenever the season 2 of Unknown SMP starts, I'll join that. And also I'll join that and actually make content for it too, because by then I would expect to have a relative idea of making videos and at least be able to edit streams down. That's mainly what I would do. just edit streams down. Trying to make some other side content too, but streams are the easiest for me to handle. This is not natural. No way that's natural. Who did this? Alright. Terrible organization. This isn't even where I should be placing this stuff. I should probably give a thanks to Dino for letting me steal all of the redstone components of the borer he abandoned out of frustration. Basically, last night Dino asked if I could help figure out how to get a tunnel board to work by powering it with a target block. This one specifically, actually. And yeah, so that happened. Spent like an hour and a half messing around with that tunnel bore, and it was so scuffed and high maintenance that essentially once we had it over an open lava lake and it started just self-destructing, Dino completely lost it and took the ancient debris and left, and so that I could just have like the rest of the components if I wanted. So yeah, that's very nice because I actually have slime blocks to do stuff with now, whereas before I did not have any of that because I am lazy in a sense. Should probably actually find a slime chunk. Yes, Neo. Yeah. Well then. Okay. What is the... Yeah, so I was very beginning of this season of the SMP. I was kind of working with Neo on a project which actually never really expanded upon much at all. There was the idea and the concept, but like it just never came to fruition. And so yeah, I during like the entire time during that, I only had diamond armor that I had gotten from end rating, and they were like, you should, I'm gonna give you full netherite. I'm like, no, you don't need to, I'll just get it myself. And then the next day I log on to the SMP fully enchanted netherite armor and a bunch of other tools are just dumped onto me. I'm like, okay, fine. Need to actually find slime chunks. Actually, first of all, I have to find the correct website to look at because freaking Google is infected with a virus. Yeah, I've had a redirect virus for like 4 months. I've just been too lazy to remove it, and also haven't been able to really find any. I don't want to pay for a whatever antivirus thing just to have it, just to use it once because it's so stupid. It's reliable. This is so... I mean, the easiest way would be to just find the seed to the world, which is a lot of work in itself. But yeah. So I've got to find a slime chunk, preferably within the vicinity of, like, everywhere. And I have 10. I could get rid of mountain. If needed. Should just check this nothing. Geode. Gonna see. It's been a while since I've done streaming. Very long while. Oh boy. How do those lose their sorters? That's bizarre. Eh. That has nothing in it. That is all the opposite. So many spider eyes. That's why my food source for like 2 weeks was spider eyes. It's terrible. Not really. It's honestly not that bad. Server performance is slowly getting better over time, but it's also just not the best. This season has been honestly not as scuffed as other ones, but it hasn't been as scuffed as other ones in terms of how broken it is at times. But in terms of just everything functioning well, it's probably like the worst season. On like that scale, because this season there's been, for some, I don't know why exactly, I don't know all the technical stuff behind it or what changes were made, but like season 1, season 2, season 3, they were all very scuffed at the start. They all, well, season 1 I'm not sure of. Season 2 and season 3 were definitely scuffed at the start. Season 2 probably the worst. Most scuffed. Season 3 was also scuffed. Quite a bit. But it functioned relatively well. I didn't play much on season 3. For the most part, when I did play, everything worked well enough. Season 1 was honestly pretty good as well. It kind of went through many different phases of stuff being added and experimented with, I think, if I remember correctly. Because there were features added and removed throughout it, I mean, and yeah. Season 1 was a slight bit experimental. Other ones just straight up scuffed. In terms of like overall problems, I'd say season 1 had the least. But that was probably because people didn't play it as much, and there weren't as many people playing on it all at once. So that kind of gives it an edge there. But when season 1 did have problems, they were big problems. Because we had that, and it wasn't necessarily just server problems. It was problems caused by other people and user error when fixing said problems. Like, it was a funny moment, but I'm not trying to beat down anyone. But like specifically the wither problem, no one here will probably know about that or whatever, but there's no one in the chat will probably know what that is or what I'm talking about. Maybe a select few. People who do know of it probably just heard it told to them if they were in the Laguna community. There's only like a select few who actually were there to experience it. One of them was me. There's probably like 5 people online, and then there was like Lagoon No. I think as far as I can remember, he and I are probably like the only ones still relatively active in the community. I mean, of course he's active because it's his own community, but still relatively active like take a big part of the community. The others probably left, or I just can't remember anyone significant. Yeah, it's a very interesting event. Um, we were. It was just so weird, cause like, what had happened was, um, there was this one person. I don't know who it was. Don't need to know who it was, but they spawned. Actually, first off, I'm gonna go back a bit. When you like first went into the SMP for season 1, like the actual SMP part, there were 4 different warps that you could go to. And those warps were kind of sabotaged in a way. This is before anything major existed on the server, really. Season 1 lasted for a while. This was, if anything, this was like season 0.5 at this point, because it was like just barely starting to be a thing. But someone decided to spawn a wither at each of these different warp points, and it was noticed relatively quickly, especially since those warp points are used the most. And yeah, so it became a collaborative server effort to try and kill those withers, and we tackled like 2.5 of them. And then Laguno pops up and attempts to just /kill them. And let's just say from what I remember, he didn't really type in the right command, or he didn't type it in correctly, because he crashed the server. I think he forgot to include the tag to kill withers, or just withers. But yeah, so that happened. And it was very funny and also very concerning, because the server was falling apart. The damage was kind of bad. Server could have done a lot better without the situation. Yeah, so it happened. And a little fun fact. This is so far back now. It's so weird. It's like 2 years ago. Almost. But, a little fun fact about that is, I actually, obtained duplicated items during that time that the server crashed, because we were still fighting the withers, like when it crashed, because Laguno typed in the command. And I had stored all the stuff I had on me, which that was of value, and just like all the stuff on me in general, in a chest, because I didn't want to lose it to the wither, because there was a lot of death. And so server crashes, and when you know server crashes and stuff, it's not the best, because some data can be lost or corrupted or stuff along that lines. Well, in this case, I didn't save the fact that I had put the items into the chest, and my inventory was reverted back to before I had put the stuff in the chest. And then, meanwhile, that chest actually still existed because it was. I think it's because of the different sort of states of uh, data on the server, the way it worked, or it was like just within like the right time frame to save it, but not save my inventory changes. So I had effectively duplicated my inventory basically, or whatever I had put in the chest. So I didn't notice it immediately necessarily. Um, After like, because like the chaos ensued and like I don't remember exactly. This is where my memory gets a bit fuzzy, but um, essentially, uh, I took that stuff and put it in my base, and kept it there. I didn't really use any of it. I actually kept the armor and set it up on display at the very end of Season 1 during the World Tour, and actually told the truth about the armor, that it had been duplicated by accident during the Wither incident. And Laguna found it hilarious because he played a big part in that incident in crashing the server and actually like duplicating the stuff. But yeah, so that happened. That's like the big fun fact about that event. It was just detrimental to the server at the moment. Kind of sucked, but it didn't affect the server forever. It's like after that, the server eventually like sort of progressed into the server Season 1 era, where it actually was played on, and stuff happened, and stuff was built. And yeah, it was a very nice time. Kind of wish that we did more of the server events, because like that was a nice thing about Season 1. We had like several different server events happen, and Season 2 we kind of had some happen. Season 3 we also had some happen, but Season 4 we only had like one, and then like a second one that was planned to happen but kept getting pushed off. If I remember correctly, I think that's how everything went. And they're all fun and stuff. That's nice. But, you know, the funny thing is, with like me duplicating that armor and stuff in my inventory, that wasn't the only time I've accidentally duplicated stuff on the server. And actually, it happened on a separate occasion in a different season, which is also known as Season 2. It happened like when the Mons and Laguna they had the lobby sort of like hub for the server, which is like gone now, I think. I don't know. It's confusing. There's like server problems or something. And so now there's just the SMP, like the event server. There's no lobby or hub or whatever you call it. It's pretty interesting this season. But yeah, there was this hub area, and originally you had the same items in the hub as you did in the server because they were linked. Well, the mods in Lagundo began breaking that link, at like some point like halfway through the season. And I had everything valuable stored in my ender chest. And there were ender chests in that hub area. And when they began breaking the link between the two, that the SMP and the hub, I was the first one to realize that the ender chest data, all the stuff that was stored in them, stayed the same, but was completely separated. So you had two separate, would have two separate ender chests, pretty much. But they all had the same stuff in it, so effectively, stuff was duplicated. Now, I, somehow, was the first to discover this. And originally I was like, I could hide this from them, and I could keep the knowledge to myself until it gets eventually discovered by someone else. But I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Not like that. So I told them, and you know, the funny thing about the situation is I had the dragon egg in my ender chest. So that was duplicated. And I'm like, could I take that, please? And they're like, no. So I secretly disobeyed their orders, took everything that was in my ender chest, and hid it in the SMP. Never used it, and showcased it at the end of the season. And they found it a little hilarious, and they actually told a little. I think Laguna like actually stated what had happened. But yeah. So I did kind of go against their orders, but I wasn't just gonna leave it there. But I did the moral, even though I did the morally wrong thing in that situation, I did the morally right thing and didn't use any of it. Unless I'd used it by accident before I'd actually discovered problem. Yeah. So that happened. It was a very interesting moment in time. And yeah. So it was like both times there's ever been some sort of duplication thing on the SMP, I've been at the center of it. I don't think there wasn't anything in season 3. If there was, I probably would have discovered it if I had played more on the server, but that was my burnout season where I literally did nothing. It was, I don't know, it was a season of bliss, sort of. Yeah, season 3, there was a lot of stuff I had kind of wanted to do. But, like, I just burnt out real life stuff because of school. I was just overwhelmed stuff, so yeah, I didn't really do much in season 3. keep forgetting because sometimes I think this is season 3, when it really isn't. Especially because of you know fact that I didn't play on season 3 very much at all. That does not help in the slightest with my perception of what season it is. It's just terrible. But yeah, season 3, I went and participated in the dragon fight as usual, because I do that every single time. Say I had sort of ideas of what I wanted to do, and I had like kind of like same thing in this season where I have ideas to do stuff, but I don't actually execute them. Except it was very extreme. Last season. Because I played like not at all, especially after like the first 2 weeks. Because I just got busy. And I got burnt out. It was just bad. But I did have the ideas, and I did have fun on it still. Quite a bit of fun, actually. Especially, decked out. That's probably when I spent most of the time on the server playing, actually. And then, towards the end of it, like in the last month, I started playing more again. And actually built up, like, a villager breeder at a village and stuff. And started working on base at a different area. But, and the grand idea was to build up, like, a giant city, fortress and stuff. Sort of like a sanctuary. And then there would be the village and stuff, and I would connect them. But, kind of got burnout for that idea as well. Especially since it was, like, the very end of the season, and rushing to do it, get it done, would have just been impossible. And just too mentally taxing. So yeah, that happened. And this season I've been more active, kind of. I haven't done very much at all in terms of actual, like, personal base work. But I've helped others a lot of stuff, and that's mainly what I focused on. Because I knew that the only way I was gonna stay more active than usual, and more active than trending, my activity on S&P is I would have to actually tie myself into the community aspect of the server. So yeah, and I tried to do that, and it didn't work the best necessarily because I still didn't get burnt out. Just wasn't able to play and didn't have much motivation to play and actually do stuff. Yeah. This season's supposed to go much longer, so slow and steady work on a base um, will definitely be effective enough and efficient enough. Uh, yeah, having more time is definitely a good thing. Because I can just do I can just slowly work on my base and stuff. And not have to worry about it that much, essentially. And that's as long as I actually do base work slowly and steadily. Which I am doing, you know. Mainly just been more inactive recently because I've been busy with school and with stuff. But I'm looking to try and get back into streaming a bit more often if I can, which probably won't likely happen for another several weeks. So if I do stream, be surprised, because it likely wasn't supposed to happen. I probably just felt like it in the moment, decided to stream. Should be enough. Yeah. Just try to stay active as much as possible, but probably not going to be streaming very much for a while. Because I've just been very busy with a lot of stuff. Damn, this cave is gonna be annoying. So, yeah. But something to actually expect, though, is in the future. I'm not sure how far into the future, but I'm just saying in the future, I will hopefully actually figure out how to edit and not be scared of trying to edit and work on getting the incredible amount of video that's just sitting on my hard drive all boiled down into small videos, like episode content, pretty much, because it's mainly all hardcore world things. When I did that more often, I had the motivation to do it, because that motivation sure did die out over time, which is sad. It happens. Figure out how to keep the motivation going, otherwise just lose it all. And that's not really something I was able to do, so yeah, that's why that kind of stopped being a thing. It's still gonna become an edited down series of videos, so yeah. Keep an eye out for that, but don't expect to see it for like, because what I'm probably gonna do is edit the video down, and then get like 10 to 20 episodes backed up on, like, set up on backlog, and then just have them set to release like 3 days apart, because at that point I should be pretty much, well, actually I don't know what I would do if I would actually like go ahead and post. Season 3 episode content first, or Season 1 and Season 2 stuff first? Because I actually have to start editing the Season 3 stuff first, because I didn't well, actually what happened was I put the Season 1 and Season 2 video into zip files, and I can't unzip them because I don't have the storage space to do so. So yeah, that's a predicament. However, it's not that bad. I mean, yeah, order does somewhat matter, but in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter too much. Because it doesn't matter too much, because it's been so long since all of that happened that the order which they come out really doesn't matter. So yeah, because like the content's just so old, and yeah, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Figure out what I'm doing with stuff eventually, at one point or another. Sorry if I just like, stop talking and like completely lose track of what I was talking about and like what I was uh, trying to explain. Just be like that sometimes and all the time. I don't know, it just happens. So, yeah, basically, as far as content creation goes, just keep an eye out for like stream notifications, stuff. Because I never have a set schedule for streaming. Never have, never will. So I'll stream occasionally, and then I'm also gonna start making YouTube videos keep an eye out for those. Essentially, I don't know. If I ever actually get words out of my mouth, that'd be nice. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to be more active as a content creator again, but no promises, most definitely. Anything could happen, especially right now with school, college and stuff. Not sure how much I would stream when in college, if I do end up going, which I probably will, unless something bizarre happens. Like, I want to be more active, but sometimes I just lack the motivation and the feeling to edit videos. So that's part of why I don't have any content on my main channel on YouTube. I just it's interesting. I do have one thing to say, and that's as long as everything goes well with content creation in the future, near future hopefully, I will join Unknown SMP and have fun with that. And that would probably be the main majority of my content creation, aside from just like random streams. But like, aside from all the pre-existing hardcore video stuff from seasons 1, 2, and 3 that I have to make into video, maybe some stuff from past VODs that I can make into videos. I don't really have anything else, and that'd probably take up the Unknown SMP would probably take up the majority of content creation for my main channel, at least for a bit. I'm sure I would be able to make stuff here and there, especially with just like random stream stuff. But yeah, so overall, just keep an eye out, because I hopefully will be able to continue content creation stuff into the future. And yeah. So, gonna end stream now. It's rather soon. Thank you all for watching if you did. Just kind of wanted to stream for the first time in a while. It's also I just felt like it. I felt like streaming for the first time in the past month and a half. That was pretty nice. But I do have one thing to say, and that's that I'm pretty busy, like very busy, IRL. And honestly, it's not really as much as it was last year. It's just it's not as many different things or like how difficult the stuff is. It's just I have some things from like different areas and aspects of my life that just have so much going on in them all at once. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So hope you enjoyed the stream. I promise. Well, I don't promise. I hope to stream again in the future. But don't know if that's gonna happen necessarily, especially in this next month. I'm not sure. You never know. Just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out, because it'll happen at random moments in time, and you just won't be ready for it. It'll just happen randomly, because that's how random and bizarre my schedule is. But yeah, so it's I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life, and also nothing going on in my life necessarily. Not nothing. I'm super busy with stuff. I also have this weird. I don't know what's going on, but like 4 weeks roughly, I've not been able to feel stress or anxiety, even though I know for a fact that it is there, it is present in my life. I just don't feel its effects. It's kind of like the same thing with the taste and smell. It's there, it works fine. Um, but like with my smell and taste, works fine. Haven't had proven COVID infection yet, but I don't know. It's been like whacked up for 4 months. Roughly. That's an estimate. I don't. It could be longer or shorter than that, but I just haven't been able to recall tastes and smells as good as a while ago. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah. So I'll see if I can stream more often, and once I actually clear stuff out of like my to-do list and get bigger things out that be able to actually have more free time and actually feel good about it. Uh, I'll figure out how to edit videos, get on the unknown SMP, just have more fun, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Just like to say, hope you have a great day or night wherever you may be. This is TNT. Good. Bye. Just gonna end stream today. Need to look for a raid, especially since it's our first stream back. Bye once again. Make sure to keep an eye out for next time.